Today, X-Play's Holiday Buyer's Guide continues with the best shooters and games that'll get you moving.
Plus, the best Nintendo titles, huge sales, and what to buy the jerk that owns every game. X-Play starts right now.
Hello and welcome to Day 3 of X-Play's Holiday Buyer's Guide. I am Morgan Webb.
And I'm Adam Sessler. Did you know that at this time of the year, suicide rates skyrocket?
It's true. Coming up, we'll tell you what to buy the Nintendo fanboy or girl in your life. Believe it or not, there actually are a few games to play. Then I'm going to help you save a buck with some great PS3 and 360 games that can be had for a fraction of the price.
Plus, we'll get your fat ass moving with some of the year's best motion control games. It's normal if your chest hurts while playing. And later, what to buy the person that already owns every big game. We'll cover some great gaming books in Collector's Edition.
But first, it is time to pop a cap in some ones and zeros.
This is America.
Yes.
If there's anything we love more than improperly raising children or denying your true sexuality, it's shooting things.
Preferably in the head. So if you're looking for a good shooter, playing one of these will have you joining the NRA in no time. People have often accused us of being too trigger-happy. Well, guilty as charged. Here are some shooters that better be on your wish list this holiday season. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 is a first-person Oh wait, you're probably already familiar with it. So, what else can we say about Activision's 800-pound gorilla? Well, the game grossed a reported $400 million in the first day of release. There's a good reason for its success. MW3 is our go-to option for fast-paced online action. If you don't have this game, all the other kids will think you suck, and they'll be right. But that's not the only explosive shooter out there right now. Battlefield 3 is the first numbered sequel in the main series since 2005. This game is absolutely gorgeous, with exceptional multiplayer and some of the best sound design of all time. Sure, the single-player campaign is hampered by a clunky framing device, but the real gems are still the online skirmishes. True shooter fans must own this game. Meanwhile, Rage is something completely different. It's a first-person shooter whose heart is in its single-player campaign. That's a daring design choice for id Software. With the exception of a couple different online modes, you'll spend the majority of your time in the wasteland alone. Fortunately, the gorgeous visuals and exceptionally orchestrated action are worth your time. Bulletstorm is a visually rapturous thrill ride that never slows down to appreciate the scenery. It features a combo system that adds an extra layer of loopy fun to the genre. By encouraging us to get creative with our kills, the developers kept our attention through the game's oddball campaign. But if those shooters are too gory, you might like Child of Eden. This comes from Tetsuya Mizuguchi, the creator of cult classics like Rez and Lumines. That alone means you should give it a shot, and we doubt you'll be disappointed. It's a beautiful, psychedelic on-rails shooter. You can use motion controls to play, making it an experience like nothing else. Finally, Crysis 2 is the perfect gift for shooter fans who like a splash of sci-fi weirdness mixed in with their realistic violence. And really, isn't that everyone? This sequel mixes open-world level design with amazing stereoscopic 3D visuals. Jump into your nano suit and grab your controller.
Let's be honest, Nintendo didn't exactly have a strong lineup of games in 2011. If you own a Wii or a DS, or God help you, a 3DS, your year was probably spent hoping the Wii U would have a good launch. But believe it or not, there was still a handful of titles worth picking up. First up is the most recent installment of a classic, The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. Set again in the land of Hyrule, this time we see an airborne Link descending from the village of Skyloft to fight through dungeons and confront evil. Second on our list is the redone Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time for the 3DS. This is the third release of the game that still stands as the best reviewed game of all time. 3D graphics and upgraded gadgets make this a perfect gift for someone playing it for the first time or the third. Our third choice is another port from Nintendo's past, a 3D rendering of the N64 classic Star Fox. This space shooter with the fantastically bad dialogue,
Slippy here, I'm okay,
is a blast for anyone who played the original. Multiplayer is another impressive new addition, great for multiple gamers in the same family.
Andros won't have his way with me.
The most recognizable mascot in video games is up next with his 3DS title. Super Mario 3D Land is the first original 3DS game on this list, but that's not telling the whole tale. Whereas many of Mario's last adventures have been of the open world variety, this 3D game owes much to the 2D side-scrollers from the original Nintendo system. Finally, the newest release is Mario Kart 7 for the 3DS. This quite obviously 7th edition of the racing franchise gives us new tracks and new power-ups. Not that they needed to, as Mario Kart's reputation as one of the Nintendo's most popular games will keep this high on every gamer's Christmas list. From Skyward Swords to Special Shrooms, remakes to reimagining, 2D or 3D, Nintendo delivers a crop of must-haves for every gamer's wish list.
When X-Play's Holiday Buyer's Guide returns, Morgan's gonna save you some money by stealing it from your purchase. Just kidding. Specifically, she's gonna save you money on great PS3 and 360 games. Plus, great motion control titles that'll get you moving, downloadable titles you need on your hard drive, and a collector's edition full of great gift ideas that requires reading. We'll be right back.
Cheap games over the holidays, you are not limited to only shopping during the hellish nightmare that is Black Friday. Many major retailers are selling the year's biggest and best games at ridiculously low prices. You just need to know where to look. Holiday shopping can be a drag thanks to long lines and angry mobs. But for gamers, this is truly the most wonderful time of the year. With so many bargains to be had, you have no excuse not to beef up your collection with these A-list games available now for C-list prices. Portal 2 is a must-have. It's an experience that will have you shouting at the top of your lungs. I'm a gamer and I'm proud of it. Yep, it's that good.
Seriously, look forward to it.
Valve's incredible sequel features all of the brain-twisting puzzles and laugh-out-loud comedy that made the first Portal a landmark gaming experience. You can grab Portal 2 from most online retailers for a very wallet-friendly $39.95 on both the 360 and PS3.
Put down your weapons. The bank is surrounded.
Next up is Rockstar's LA Noire. If you haven't already played this police procedural drama yet, Best Buy's $39.99 price tag drives a hard bargain. Noire puts you in the shoes of a 1940s LAPD detective trying to crack some of the city's most infamous cases.
We're going to take a hint.
If the future is more your style, Mass Effect 2 should be high on your Christmas wish list. This space opera of grand proportions features an epic quest and is available from GameStop for a mere $19.99, which is a bargain in any galaxy.
Have a nice trip.
Finally, there's Epic's Bulletstorm, now available for $29.99 at most retailers. This shooter challenges genre conventions with its innovative point system and profanity-laced storyline.
I'm a up your life!
If you're looking for a new shooter to play this holiday that isn't called Battlefield, Gears of War, or Call of Duty, Bulletstorm is worth your time. There you have it. Thanks to incredible deals like these, even the cheapest of you bastards out there has no excuse to avoid picking up some of this year's best games.
The holidays are a great time to get the whole family playing video games, but you can't start them off on Battlefield 3 and expect them to start trolling. You need to ease them in with motion control games for the Wii, Kinect, or the PlayStation Move.
If you're stuck trying to impress your nagging in-laws and unattentive nieces and nephews this holiday season, try getting them off the couch with these excellent motion games. Dance Central 2 has definitely brought it this time around. Even if you have two left feet, this sequel will teach you the basics of shaking your moneymaker. Before you know it, you'll be popping, locking, and wiping the floor with your bratty niece and nephew in the game's dance battle mode. Next up is Killzone 3. Unleash some holiday frustration and try playing this game with the PlayStation's Move motion controller and sharpshooter attachment. The assault rifle design turns this first-person shooter into one of the most immersive, knee-jerking experiences you'll find on a console today. House of the Dead Overkill proves that the family that slays together stays together. This humorous, grindhouse-inspired rail shooter might just have you tolerating your sister-in-law as you two shoot your way through a horde of zombies in this addictive gore fest on either the Wii or PS3. Just Dance 3 will probably have your in-laws thinking you're a terrible dancer, and they're probably right. But fortunately for you, being good isn't a requirement. Whether you're playing on the Wii or with 360's Kinect, you will have a blast making an ass out of yourself in front of all your loved ones thanks to the game's easy-to-follow interface and fun routines. And last but not least, we recommend the Gunstringer. If your mother-in-law is really tugging your strings this holiday, put her in front of this charming 360 game for Kinect and let her boss around a virtual puppet for a while. She'll enjoy the unique gameplay, and you'll enjoy the peace and quiet. So there you have it. X-Play's foolproof motion game strategy guide guaranteed to have your other family saying, "He's not that bad," in no time.
After the break, more shopping directives. We'll tell you where to spend your digital dollars in the download and show you how to shop outside the box and not just buy games. X-Play's Holiday Buyer's Guide will return in just a minute. Mark Zuckerberg created Facebook solely for the purpose of connecting X-Play with its fans. It's true. It was a deleted scene in the social network. So do what Mark wants and go to facebook.com/xplay and click like. Now, G4TV.com's Video Game Deathmatch wants you to decide the Viewer's Choice Award during X-Play's 1-hour Best of 2011 special, and the competition is brutal. 32 stellar games are in the running. Now only 8 remain.
For as long as there is hope, we will prevail.
It's time for the holiday decorations to go up and for half of these contenders to go down as we continue the Video Game Deathmatch.
Oh, you might want to hang on to something.
Make your votes count and your voices heard as X-Play and G4TV.com present the 2011 Viewer's Choice Game of the Year Award. Only one can stand above the rest. Round 3 begins now. Portal 2 escaped the clutches of rage, but will Shell be able to outsmart the dragons of Elder Scrolls V Skyrim?
But I think we can put our differences behind us.
Assassin's Creed Revelations breaks out the hidden blades as it goes toe-to-tank tread with the awesome firepower of Battlefield 3.
Objective has been neutralized.
Cape Crusader goes face-to-face with the hero of Hyrule as Batman Arkham City meets The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. You've taken on demons, but can you deal with chest-high walls? The harder-than-diamonds gameplay of Dark Souls takes on the brutal chainsaw action of Gears of War 3.
Here we go again.
Head on over to G4TV.com/deathmatch to vote. Each week, fans will cut the contenders in half until only one survives. The winner of the Viewer's Choice Game of the Year Award will be announced on X-Play's Best of 2011 Awards Wednesday, December 14th. Gather your forces, take aim, and get ready to keep yourself warm this winter with a massive flame war.
You should now feel mentally reinvigorated.
Remember, vote for your favorite at G4TV.com/deathmatch. The winner is, of course, going to be announced during X-Play's Best of 2011 Award Extravaganza. At this time of year, everyone becomes a shut-in, either because of the weather or the rampant depression, Adam. So really, the best way to stay sane is downloading new games. And here are some titles that'll get the job done.
Downloadable games are a great way to play for those of us who hate wearing pants and also hate being arrested for indecent exposure. Here are more of our favorites from this year. Bastion plays like an old-school RPG, but the action is given running commentary by a mysterious narrator.
He gets up, sets off for the Bastion.
If you don't mind his voice, you'll experience one of the best downloadable fantasy games ever. Outland is one gorgeous platform game. The story is a trippy race to stop the malevolent Sisters of Chaos, which, by the way, was also the name of my grunge band in high school. Street Fighter III Third Strike Online Edition is exactly what you think it is. Arguably the best installment in the franchise gets a downloadable version that lets you beat up your friends online. Dungeon Defenders is one of our favorite new downloadable games. It combines tower defense tactics and action RPG elements to create a unique experience. Plus, the graphics are so colorful, you'll swear you mistook your breath mints for ecstasy tabs. Pixel Junk Shooter 2 starts off in the stomach of a giant monster that swallowed you at the end of the first game. The action features beautiful art school visuals and sharp shooting mechanics. Infamous 2 Festival of Blood is a campy standalone adventure for Cole McGrath. He gets turned into a vampire and has until sunrise to destroy a blood-sucking she-demon.
The more she drank, the prettier she got.
Don't pass over this blood-curdling companion to one of our favorite PS3 games.
You know, man, I've been thinking, you're kind of badass as a vampire.
Coming up, a collector's edition that's all about finding great gifts for a gamer. You know, there are other things to buy besides actual games, right? We'll be right back.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome back to the show.
Yes.
Hey, you know what's a really crappy present?
What's that?
Modern Warfare 3.
Yes.
Because everybody has a copy. My dog has a copy.
On the first day,
Yeah,
everybody
really.
got a copy.
Yeah.
So don't buy that for somebody. If you're looking for something to buy a gamer, do the sensible thing and listen to us.
That's sensible. Question
It's
mark.
because we have plenty of ideas in this collector's edition.
Today we've got an amazing collection of books that are perfect really for that special gamer in your life.
Yeah, so they're not your ordinary run-of-the-mill books. These are collector's editions.
Yeah, very, very hard to get. Trust me, we just got this one this morning.
Yeah.
And first up, though, we have the Super I Am 8-Bit book right here. For those of you that don't know, I Am 8-Bit began primarily as an art exhibit with a lot of classic, video game-inspired paintings from the 80s. We've been to quite a few ourselves. We've actually covered a lot of the events, and we've actually collected a lot of those in this book right here.
The book is the second book in the I Am 8-Bit series. It's another collection of wildly imaginative video game-inspired art.
Yeah, and there's a ton of great ones in here, but a couple of our favorites. Number one, this Western-themed Paperboy, which is pretty cool right there. We like that one quite a bit.
Yeah, and there's also a really actually elegant rendition of Peach and Yoshi from Mario, which counteracts some of the not elegant ones that you can find on the internet that have scarred me for life.
Yeah, keep writing that fan fiction though, guys. That stuff is awesome. Or, for instance, and this is my favorite one, so much so that I tracked down the artist and was like, listen, I need you to paint this exact thing again. This epic painting of Link versus Ganon.
So if you're a gamer who lived during the 80s, you're definitely going to appreciate the creativity that went into reimagining these games.
And if you didn't, we still think it'll make an art lover out of you and can really help you better appreciate gaming's roots, because this is a throwback. And for $20,
$20,
fantastic gift.
It is a good gift.
Yes.
All right, next we have Ready Player One. This book is perfect for any fiction-loving geek.
This is the best book I read all year because, and okay, try to wrap your head around this, okay?
I will do my best.
It combines part one of The Matrix, really the only Matrix movie that should have been made.
That's the only one that exists in my head.
Thank you. The Goonies, okay? War Games, an ode to all 80s geek and video game culture of all time. It really is this fantastic mashup of all of those things. And it's going to cost us $26. It's going to make a perfect holiday gift for all you fans of the 80s out there.
The next thing we have
this
weighs about
large
1,000
things,
pounds.
yes. You're very strong. You're very strong.
I am very strong.
This is a strategy guide for a little game called Skyrim that came out recently that 3.5 million people bought in the first couple of days. Congratulations, Bethesda. It's a fantastic game.
It's the Collector's Edition Prima official game guide for Skyrim. Since you're going to be playing well into the holiday season, we figure you're probably going to need it.
The hardcover version looks fantastic,
Looks
you
so
guys.
good. It is chock full of tips and hints that is going to turn you into a dragon-slaying machine in no time.
Yeah, and then on top of that, you might even fend off a zombie or two with this thing, because if the apocalypse does in fact happen, you're going to dome the hell out of some things with this right here.
Yes, it also has maps, character build guides, and a full walkthrough of every location.
Every single location.
Yeah.
By the way, hats off to the one human being that wrote this book. We met him at a party. He's like, I love that game, but it took me 6 months to write this thing. That's how much stuff is in this. And if you're going to play hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours of Skyrim and you want to do everything, This book is really the only way to accomplish that.
Online, it's about $36 from Barnes & Nobles.
Good luck trying to find it at the moment.
Good luck, friends.
That's right. And there you have our recommendations for the perfect gift for your gamer loved one. See, books are essential things, guys.
They are. It keeps your mind sharp and keeps you off the streets.
The more you know, Morgan. The more you know.
Here's a look at what's coming up on X-Play.
Next week, we've got reviews of even more holiday games, including Sonic Generations. Find out if 2 Sonics make for one good game. Plus, we'll tell you if GoldenEye 007 Reloaded is worth your holiday cash. Then find out what it takes to make Lombax jokes when we take you inside the life of Ratchet & Clank's writer in Will Work for Games. And clear your schedule, because X-Play's 1 hour Best of 2011 Awards is coming December 14th.
For even more holiday buyer's guide goodness,
Yes.
just go to g4tv.com. And
Yeah.
it's only goodness. There's no badness.
In case you didn't write down every single thing that we talked about this week, and you should have, it's all there at G4.
I like to flowchart the show, kind of like back when I was in high school.
Yeah.
Forensic.
Get some graph paper. Thanks for